Hi, I'm Angela de Medici Rodriguez Lomas, and today I'm going to share with you one of my past projects from the class Taller de Proyecto Arquitectónico 1. So in this class, we designed a residential single-family house, and particularly for this project, we have been given a design challenge that was that the plot of the land had a really unusual shape. So for that, I decided to use these little corner moments for the garden area and the outdoor activities, and that left us a really small space for the house. And this house was intended for two parents and their two kids. So it has a master bedroom with its own bathroom, and then two additional bedrooms that share another bathroom. Of course, before starting the design process, I did a full site analysis. I studied the location, the surrounding natural context, and also looked at references of houses with a similar number of square meters. So it was definitely a long process, but at the end of the day, I think it turned out pretty good, and I hope you like it. And this was my project.
Baseball project. This project involves the renovation of a baseball park located in the Bishop's View in San Pedro Garza Garcia. The goal of this project is to transform this park into an vibrant, accessible, and affordable, sustainable park. The use of local vegetation, which recurs less many times than other types of vegetation, and the use of recycled plastic and steel for public furniture make this project an ecological investment. In addition, it has a large play area for children and recreation areas for adults.
Hello, my name is Carolina Ramirez, and I'm going to explain my project of the last semester that was a theater. The principal idea was to create the theater, but we wanted to create something that the people can all be included. And so my partner and I did the idea of a theater that was designed with one idea in mind, that is that the echo that reaches everywhere. And this theater, its core forms aren't just aesthetic, so because they follow the natural movement of the sound, helping it travel across every space, because our concept was that we have the mountains of Monterey, so our theater will be in the middle, in the center. So when it expanded to everywhere, it's like the echo, and that's our concept.
Hello, my name is Viridiana Daniel Olvera Armijo, and today I am going to talk about my project. My project consists of the single-family home with a total area of 215 square meters. When I started the project, my main idea was to create a house that functioned naturally, taking advantage of sunlight and fresh air for great comfort. At the back of the house, I installed a large window to allow natural light into the social areas, such as the living and dining rooms. In the private areas, I use sunshades to control sunlight and keep the room cooler. I also added an open space on the front that connects to the main rooms. This facilitates air circulation inside the house and makes it more spacious. I play it with different volumes in the design, for example, making some parts higher than others to make the entrance stand out and give the house more personality. My goal with the project was to design a house that felt fresh, bright, and connected to nature.
Felipe Ángel Merazúa present his architectural project, a public park located in the municipality of San Pedro Garza Garcia, designated to offer an ideal, accessible, and inclusive space for all users. The park includes a variety of areas such playground for children, rest areas, public restroom, an exercise zone, a running tank, basketball field, snack areas, and public parking. It also features ramps and widget pathways for people with disabilities, ensuring equality and inclusion for everyone. The project is restoration of the space that previously only had basketball fields. Eco-friendly materials were used to support the local ecosystem, and the design coupled with public regulation stability be to municipality, promoting responsible and sustained urban development.
Hi, my name is Giselle Rosales, and for this Pia, I want to talk about a little bit of my concept of projects. That is my actual subject. The name of the theater is La Victoria, and I want to design a theater with the space designed for the performance of dramatic plays, musical shows, dance, and other forms of performing arts. It aims to create a cultural and architectural and a space where people are gathered to coexist and socialize, resulting in harmonious and functional theater for its users. And here we can see the process of the design. First of all, we managed to create a volume by playing with various shapes or main conceptual focus it for it to blend into the human environment and incorporating with a mix of the materials of the Maderería La Victoria, that is a building here in Monterrey. And the key of to our project is not to only build a theater, is just but also is a creating a cultural zone where people can come together and engage in different recreational activities. Here we can see the first distribution of the areas is just to get an idea of the distribution of a general idea. Then here we can see the design of the parking. Just think about the uh, structural managing of the distribution of the areas. And here we divide the site into parts. The first part is the cultural area, and the other part is the theater, is only the theater. And at this time, we can see an explode isometry here. Here. Now we can see the main elements of the theater that I proposed. Below are the materials, that is, for example, the concrete, the red carpet for the interior, and I choose also the metal lattice I propose in this theater. Here we can see a photograph of the result, and that's all of my part.